Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have Mao's Morrow starting as the blue zerg. Up right-hand corner, we have his teammate Strelok as the red terran. This is the finals of the Starcraft 2 tournament, which I believe was put on from the ESL. And this is actually from last week. I had recommendations from this set, and I've actually seen a couple of the matches before because I tried to commentate them before, but had some trouble in recording. Specifically, I attempted to live stream at justin.tv/DiggitySC. I'm going to try to stream in the future when I figure out everything, but I'll let you guys know when that happens. But first of all, I wanted to give a huge shout out and thanks to David Angel, aka X. You can find his YouTube page in my subscription list, which is probably the easy way to find it, or David RYT64, I think is what it is. I usually just go to the channel. He has a lot of fun vids, check him out. And more than that, I wanted to thank him for the way he gave the shout out. He basically said, this is my favorite commentator, this is why I like him, rather than bashing other commentators out there. And so it was really, it was a classy direction of subscriptions as well. So if you're from David Angel, aka X, welcome. Hope you guys enjoy it. And again, the only other announcement I have, so sorry for so many announcements, going to do a charity cast this upcoming Friday, the 17th of December, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, again, thanks to X. He's just an extremely classy guy, awesome guy at large. This is Blistering Sands, and you have teammate on teammate action, Strelok, who tends to be he's solid and consistent is really all I can say about him. Looks like he's just going for a standard front door seal. A little bit more difficult, a map for Terran. Looks like he is going to get the engineering bay to block Morrow out from his natural expansion. Morrow's not going to have any of it, so pulling a lot of drones off the line to deal with this, which is really going to stymie his economy. And this has kind of been the frustration for a lot of Zerg lately, is that, ooh, SCV kill though. That's been the just frustration for a lot of Zerg recently, is the fact that these harasses have gotten very, very effective at disrupting an early Zerg economy. And on top of that, it seems like there's just not a lot of cost for the Terran, but it actually looks like momentarily Morrow is ahead just slightly economically with his harvester count. And 2 SCVs actually pulling off the line to perhaps go for an early rush with this initial Marine and just go for a bunker. And this is the thing, is even again against a fast expansion build on a close quarter map like Blistering Sands, it's going to be very effective because it will be scouted by that drone most likely as it comes across, so it's not going to be a game-ending maneuver. And also this Overlord is hovering over the natural expansion just to make sure that bunkers can't be placed out of vision. However, still, just these 2 SCVs and the single Marine can greatly disrupt Morrow's economy because you have to pull drones off the line. Really, the key for Morrow is going to be to pick off that Marine in that back edge. It looks like, I think that drone was killed in the meantime in the main if you take a look at the mini-map, so probably a secondary Marine engaging it. And this is the thing, yeah, as long as these harvesters are off the mineral lines, you can see just a huge difference in economic output between Strelok and between Morrow. So it's a big advantage early. Even more drones coming off the line just to deal with 2 SCVs and a single Marine, more or less. Looks like the natural expansion will pop up, and probably going to have some Zerglings out in not too long too, because I think, yeah, it looks like 6 Zerglings actually to try to deal with this. But the damage has been done already, and it looks like it's 1 drone getting taken out. Additionally, 1 Marine down. It looks like this additional Marine is going to get caught in open field by these drones, and it looks like actually the SCV's able to do some damage too, so 2 kills, and the SCV getting 10, wow, actually 10 health and going to escape. The 6 Zergling's going to ignore it while it comes in and gets some scouting information in the meantime, perhaps wanting to try to pressure this front door. And Strelok, under the guise of a little bit of early pressure, feeling like he's disrupted enough of the economy and is going to have enough Marines out to kind of cope, getting that additional refinery. Sorry, his first refinery, 2 barracks, so I assume we're going to see some heavy Marine combat shield stim upgrade sort of style, just basically buff little Marines out on the front door, and is already working his way to a command center to provide a little bit of additional defense. And I think Morrow is going to see the front, and actually not going to be there in time to see that first tech lab, which is unfortunate. So and that tech lab going to come out a little bit early. The real advantage of going that heavy Marine combat stim sort of combination is it gives you a lot of flexibility plus a lot of powerful units. It looks like that SCV died in the back edge. In the meantime, Morrow adding up some gas to try to catch up a little bit. He hasn't harvested any gas at all because of that harass. Looks like he's also getting an additional queen in his natural expansion. But it's a really flexible, very powerful build. I feel like Marines with that combat shield and stim are very difficult for any Zerg to deal with, particularly mid-game. And on top of that, you can just shift back to Marauder if you feel like you're going up against a lot of Roach, something along those lines. So just 4 Zerglings on the front door. Keep in mind, Strelok is playing a little bit in the dark at this stage. Just pulling off is enough Marines to usher those Zerglings away instead of revealing his full hand orbital command. Probably going to float there in the near future, and also checking out that destructible rock just in case Morrow was going up for some counter. 2 additional tech labs. Which actually, did he also get? Okay, no, it's actually a reactor there. Might have canceled the tech lab because I swear that was a tech lab to start. But he's way ahead. Zergling speed just starting, and you really don't see a lot of creep here outside Morrow's main. And really, you need a lot of creep, you need a lot of Zerglings, and you need those Zerglings to have speed to kind of cope early with that stim pack combat shield upgrade. And this is why you'll see a lot of Zerg players actually opting for single base play, particularly on close quarter maps when it is a 1v1 sort of map like Steps of War. So like Steps of War, Blistering Sands, actually, I would say. So Baneling Nest upgrading in this back corner, but I don't think these Banelings are going to be in time for Strelok's push because Combat Shield already halfway done, Stim Pack already done, and it looks like he also has a couple Marauders. Scouting a little bit with these SCVs, I do like these 2 Zerglings at both Selnaga Watchtowers. They're going to be able to annihilate this SCV before we even had a chance. So sending out those Zerglings to crush that scout, and some more Zerglings laying in wait. So SCV going nowhere. They're coming back home. I also like this Scouting Overlord behind the natural expansion to just peek in, get a good look at the SCV saturation to kind of check things out. And it looks like the Zergling's actually moving up to take out that gold expansion. So Morrow thinking about going for a quick third, which is very dangerous considering, honestly, his positions, considering he doesn't even have Bane. Well, okay, he has Banelings now. Trying to tack on 2 additional gas to get a good amount of gas to deal with that, getting 2 evolution chambers as well. But he's at a critical timing juncture that I don't know that he's going to be able to defend. Morrow's going to see this coming, but I don't think he's going to be able to stop it. Doesn't have very good creep spread. He does have 2 queens on the front, and that combat shield upgrade with that stim pack, and it looks like some concussive shells to follow to make those Marauders even stronger. It's going to be difficult to deal with. Banelings are morphing in, however, but Marauders are there to absorb the damage just in case. Marines wandering right into the natural expansion. Looks like they are going to be able to kill an Overlord. That is going to put Morrow into the red. And beautiful by Strelok, immediately running behind the mineral lines to provide some additional padded defense. And those, you can see the Marauders basically plugging the gap against the Banelings, doing a fantastic job in doing so, in those Zerglings and the drones melting to that army, the Queen wandering up as an after effect. And it looks like Morrow is saying that his computer is freezing up, which for 10 seconds, which I don't know that it would have really helped in that circumstance, honestly. But it looks like that's going to be GG. So game 1, a little bit anticlimactic. Moving on to game 2. Thank you guys for listening, and again, big shout out to X.